Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Luisa and I love to make story times and I send out kisses at the end of every video because I love you guys. I thank you for subscribing to my channel. So the reason I decided to make this story time is because I was recently told that I have a deviated septum. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm a little bit scared about the surgery. I also definitely didn't deviate my septum during this fight, but I was just wondering when it could have happened. This one came to mind. This is just a really funny story, so let me just get right into it. So when I was in grade 6, one of my aunt's wealthier friends had a niece who was visiting from Peru. So I met her and she was in school for about a month or two, and we were just friends. I introduced her to all my friends, and so one of my friends in particular, who was actually in grade 5, let's call her Jacinta. She was super interested in my friend Alex and just wanted to get to know her. She didn't speak any Spanish and Alex didn't speak too much English, but for some reason Jacinta was super interested in becoming friends with her. So we had lunch, we would hang out, and when it was time for her to leave, she left us her phone number and her email. So of course, I had her on MSN, and Jacinta would buy calling cards because she really wanted us to three-way and just continue talking to her. So for a while we did speak on the phone, but eventually things kind of just naturally dissipated. The friendship, time passed and we were so far away, so we didn't really continue talking as much. When I was in grade 7, so a whole year later, kind of out of nowhere, Jacinta comes online and she was like, hey, guess who's online? And I was super excited, thinking maybe it was one of the boys that I liked. I was like, and then basically she was just like, Alex is online, so excited. And I'll admit it, I was super rude for this, but at the same time I felt like I didn't want to be her translator. If I wanted to talk to Alex, I would just talk to her whenever I had her on MSN, you know what I mean? I was just like, so what, I don't really care. Right away Jacinta just blocked me. I wasn't really that worried about it. I had other friends who were in grade 7, so she was in grade 6. It didn't really bother me. Maybe 2 or 3 hours later, my best friend at the time, Kiki, calls me and she was like, did you see Jacinta's display name? So Kiki explains to me how she had been fighting with one of our other friends. We'll call her Cherry. Basically, her display name went a little something like this. Viewer really pissing me off. Cherry is talking smack. And then Luisa is gonna get punched in the face. So I was shocked by it. I never been in a fight with anybody. And so I basically told my family about it. I told my parents. Everybody in my house knew. My mom wanted to talk to her parents and just confront her, why she's saying this about my daughter. But I was like, no mom, I did not want to be a snitch. I was just I'm gonna deal with it myself. And then my dad and my brother, they knew that I had never, other than just fighting with my sisters, I'd never been in a real fight. So they were kind of prepping me for self-defense. They were trying to teach me how to, make a fist and to just keep my hands up and cover my face. Kind of just prepared, and they were teaching me that basically Monday rolls around. I was really nervous. I won't lie, I was actually kind of scared because Jacinta was a whole head taller than me. Maybe even more. I was kind of short back then. I was always in the front sitting down for picture day. I wasn't in the back. She was definitely always in the back. She was a tall girl, athletic build, she was strong. I did not want to fight her, But you know, like I definitely didn't want to just be like no and like tell on her. I was really like not about to back down. But I do remember like dreading the after school, you know, during the day. I was like, it's gonna be 3:30 soon. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to fight this girl. 3:30 comes around. It's the end of the day and I'm just chilling with like my friends from grade 7 who also hang out after school, and I'm just telling them everything, you know, how like she wants to fight me and whatever. I'm gonna show up and like I guess we're gonna have this fight. Meanwhile, Kiki and Jacinta are texting back and forth, like they're coordinating the time and the place. Like I didn't have a cell phone back then. Jacinta had one. She was privileged and she had one. My girl Kiki, she had one because she used to pick up her brother after school. So yeah, they were like texting back and forth, and we were on our way to this place that was off school property, and like maybe 10 or so like grade 7s are behind me walking just to come see the fight. And then me and Kiki's telling me the whole time like, girl, don't worry, I got your back, you know, like if she's hitting your face, I'm gonna grab her out, like don't worry, I got you. If you're losing the fight, like I'm gonna jump in, don't worry. And y'all, like I felt so worried about it. Like I just felt like so much anxiety. I definitely had like adrenaline through my body. I actually remember this one guy that I kind of liked. He said something to me. I don't remember what he said, but he was like trying to hype me up as well, and I was just like so nervous. Anyway, so we get to this place and it's like a field also. She's literally across the field. She spots us and she starts running with her like 2 little friends. I'm saying little friends because I think they were even a year younger because they were tiny. And so they start running and they're like hiding behind this like sculpture. And so I was laughing. I'm like, okay, so it's over, right? Like I was like, thank God I didn't have to fight this girl, you know, like I was not ready to fight. So basically, you know, like I'm on my way home. I'm like, thank God, you know, I didn't look like a snitch. I didn't look, you know, I didn't get beat up. I was feeling good. I was feeling great. Like I was so happy that I didn't have to fight this girl. I felt like a winner, you know. I felt like I took home the W for sure, you know. I get home and then my mom tells me how her mother called. So Jacinta's mother called and asked to speak to me whenever I got home. I told my family, you know, the whole story. Everybody was laughing about it. My dad was actually like, oh, you know, like you actually should have talked to her parents first. Now it kind of looks like you know, I'm the bully and I was gonna, you know, since she ran away, it looks like she's the victim. So I was just like not even worried about that because she literally put in her, you know, in her MSN like she was gonna punch me in the face first. You know, I didn't threaten her, so I wasn't worried. I ended up calling her mother, and her mother, like, first of all was just like,
so I heard you and your little friends were trying to jump my daughter.
And I was just like, no ma'am, you know, like I explained everything that happened. And really quickly she switched it up because, you know, she knew who her daughter was. So right away she was just
like, you know, you guys have been friends for so long, like you guys should really just talk it out and like, you know, it can be solved.
I was just like, I have nothing left to say to her and we are not friends. So that's kind of how it ended. I would see her mom like a lot at the subway station, and she would always like tell me,
oh, you know, Jacinta like really misses you and you guys should talk.
After that, we did end up like talking. I mean, we would see each other a lot because we live in the same general area. Yeah, like we were never really as close as we used to be. I don't know if she admits it now, but she was a bit of a bully. But yeah, like I said, we're cool now. I have no issues with her, and I believe she has no issues with me either. This was just like a really funny story. Moral of the story, guys, like don't get into stupid fights because you can get your septum deviated uh, comment down below if you would like to hear some more like fight stories, or yeah, like just let me know what else you would love to hear from me. I'm so excited to just keep giving you guys this content. I'm actually really thinking about doing some organizational like type videos, so let me know if that's what you guys want from me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you.